Hi,
Hi.
how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
It's a day.
It's a day. It's a day already. That shirt. Tim
Thank
Matthew.
you.
Tim Matthew.
I was, feeling my old lady couch, uncle
Yes.
vibe.
Yes.
Um, you know, I I just wanted my gay uncle to come out and
Sure.
see about myself. So I
It's
have a
not,
little velour lace.
yeah, it's not
Oh,
quite Roseanne's couch throw like blanket. It's not there yet.
yeah.
It's like right before that.
It's giving like the church couch.
Okay. Yeah.
Like all the kids are sitting on it, and you see this like different colored, like elderly colored picture of a bunch of kids on a couch.
Mm.
They were like, "Oh, that was you when you were 4, and that was your great grandniece." Because I'm a part of the people who had old parents.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I just wanted to give a little show to the girls in case they were actually looking at the YouTube.
That's right, because Tim, people can watch us on YouTube and the Spotify app if they're watching the video there. So you get a
Yeah.
great look at what Tim's rocking right now.
Shout out to Spotify and YouTube for giving us visuals.
That's right. Get your act together, Apple.
Uh,
But you can listen to us there if you just want to listen.
I mean, hey, get it how you can.
That's right. That's right. If you're driving, you probably shouldn't be watching the video podcast. So just
Not at all. Don't do
not
that.
even a little bit. So go ahead and
Please
turn
don't
that
do
off.
that on 95 for sure.
No, not with bridges collapsing and
Oof.
nope. Tim, you know how I know I'm old?
How? You looked at yourself?
No.
You are the most beautiful person I see in my life.
Oh no. We're not gonna be spitting venom and then trying to suck it out. Like
Ew,
own it.
never.
I
I
was trying to
love
set up
you.
I was trying to set up a wholesome bit and you went straight to your fucking throat. You bitch. Anyway, Tim, you know how I know I'm old?
How you know you old, girl?
I don't even want to do this anymore.
No, you're like you are glowing though.
Glowing. I know.
You do
I
have
will say your face today. I mean, you always have great skin. You know this, but your face today is giving like there's a filter, but there's not. Like you are smooth,
well,
just
thank
smooth.
you. I did do exfoliation last night, so
Oh,
it might
okay.
have something to do with it.
Yeah, your natural light is so great. My office is not set up for natural light. I get like this side of my face gets light, so this side gets dark, and it's just I gotta shut everything down. And
I just try to get as much positivity from my ancestors as possible. I know some of them might be working against me for the gay shit, but
Mhm. Yeah,
but I appreciate the hues and uh the joy that they gave me from
yeah,
my heart. So thanks, ancestors. Light loves me.
that's right. Well, I know I'm old because I paid off a credit card today, and it just fills my heart with joy.
Yes.
Just getting that bitch to zero,
Oh my
and
god.
you know,
Yes.
and it was one of the ones with a higher ARP. Like it was kind of kicking my butt for a minute.
Mhm.
I was like, not today, not today.
Guess what, bitch? I don't
Yeah,
care what your APR is because it's at zero.
it's at zero. Oh,
What's 29.99% of zero?
you
Nothing.
know what? Everybody, get you a friend like Tim, who's going to be your financial guru. Like when you need to chat. This bitch. So Tim was in town visiting for birthday / work the world festivities. Which, by the
Yes.
way, Tim, I think it's fair to say we had a good time at Work the World.
I had a fabulous time.
Yeah,
Shout out to the white lady beside me.
she
Uh,
was feeling you. She loved your energy.
she did, and I felt most of her energy, and I loved. a good 20% of that, and it was
Yeah.
amazing. I
Yeah.
enjoyed her.
We had a really good time. But the night's winding down, the show wraps up, and me and Tim find ourselves at a bar with a cute like Dave Grohl like bartender who's just really
Yeah,
he's trying to let us know they're closing up, but then like he feels our vibe and he's like, "But you guys are cool." Like he was
yes.
sweet. I'm
It
pro
was
that.
definitely like y'all seem like y'all need a drink,
Yeah,
but
you all
know
yeah.
that like you're only gonna get about two before it's time to go.
Before it's time to go home because we close it. It's Monday. So Tim and I are sitting there, we're sipping on our drinks, and I'm talking to Tim about like trying to gather some of my debt and like consolidate some stuff and just like take care of these things. I'm in a space right now where I have a little bit of more income than I normally do. So I was like, I just want to knock some of this stuff out. So I was complaining to Tim. And so again, get yourself a financial guru like Tim, because Tim's like, I was like, yeah, my oldest card, this is old talk. This is this is
First of all,
this is late
I just want
30s
the
talk.
20-year-olds to know that
Yeah.
if you get it now, you won't have to be us.
That's right. That's right. If you understand what you're doing now, you won't have to go through the hoops that we did to try to get where we are now. Anyway, so I was telling Tim, I was like, yeah, I've got this card. It's got a high ARP and but it's got this annual fee, but they breaking it up into like every month. So I want to get it down to zero, but I'm just have to pay like $10 a month on this fucking fee. And Tim's like, just call them. I was like, call them and say what? I was like, call them and ask them like, hey, I've been with you guys a long time. Like, can you do anything about this? I was like, okay, whatever. And I thought Tim was just being like nice and trying to see like the sunnier side of stuff. Bitch, I called them, and that's a different story. But ultimately, ultimately they waived the annual fee, and I was like, bitch, Tim got me right. Like,
yeah, like they're not like the first caller. Number one, has no power. Secondly, doesn't want to unleash any of the money that the company's getting. Like they're trying to move up. And sometimes you have to get your inner Karen in and be like, can I speak to the manager?
Yeah.
Like, I need somebody who has time with this company.
Yeah.
Just like I have time with this company. I am a loyal person and I don't want to give up the stuff.
Right.
But I don't want to pay for shit that I don't really like necessarily need to be paying for because there are other people in your company that are not paying.
Right.
So, I tell you because I had to do it myself. So
right. No, yeah. Tim gave me some sound advice, and now I've got this card that's got no balance on it, along with no fees on it. And I'm like, when I clicked pay this morning, I was like, bitch.
yes.
I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to see you, bitch.
Yeah. And listen, everybody, if you have a card that you have a loyal aspect to, that you have been with for a long time, call them hoes and be like, listen, I need to be paid for my loyalty to you because I could be anywhere. I could be doing anything. But here I am. Yeah, here I am. And I need you to, give me a little scratch on my back.
Yeah.
Because we're out here giving coins to people all willy-nilly when we really don't have to. We need to be saving it for ourselves.
Amen.
Yes.
So thank you, Tim. I appreciate that.
No problem. I mean, you remember me sitting on that couch in the living room, looking at YouTubes, reading books, listening to podcasts. This is part of it.
Bitch, Tim's algorithm on YouTube is messed up. I was at his place a few weeks ago. This bitch, every other video is drag, every other video is makeup, and then every other video is financial.
Yeah. And then sometimes it's like diet plans. Right?
Tim is coming for Trixie's bag, and it's in his algorithm.
Listen. Well, I don't know if I'm coming from the makeup world because girls don't have to. But
Woo!
I appreciate everything, and I want to one day, retire. And by retire, I mean do exactly what I want to do because I'm going to live until 130 something. So,
amen.
I would like to not be on the rat race. Much longer. So, yeah.
Get your shit right, guys. Get your shit right.
Get it together because we're about to be a business. And we
Yeah.
need your coins. Like,
Yeah, we need your coins. So stop giving it to the credit card companies and give it to us because we're cute.
yes. Ding.
Ding! Tim, we're gonna do a kind of a weird episode today. Like I hit you up earlier and I was like, I want to rant about something. Like,
Yes.
I don't want to like prep you a lot for it. Like I just want to have a conversation about something, and I asked Tim to come with something too. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, you
Let's
look
be
good.
negative.
Let's be negative. I just want to spew a little bit of venom and see how you feel about it. So we're gonna rant on this episode, but before we get into it, Tim.
Hi, I'm Tim
And I'm Bear, and this is Cub.
and Chub.
Yay!
Yes, we're gonna be negative. We're gonna be negative. We're gonna be negative.
Somebody, I can't remember who it was. Somebody heard us a few episodes ago do you went gay, gay, gay. It must have been the Pride episode.
Probably.
We went gay, gay, gay. And they were like, you guys should like get a soundbite and like make a song.
I'm not gonna lie, like that's something that I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to make LGBTQIAA and the rest of the letters music. I do.
Yeah.
I want to talk about sitting on things and enjoying it in a repetitive form to
That's right.
some sort of padam dance music.
That's right. All right, we'll be right back.
Bye, padam.
Stick them up. Hey, Tim.
Hi.
So, I appreciate your patience with me as I brought up this topic. Something happened to me last night that really pissed me off. And I had a whole post written up about it, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna save it. This is the content I need in my life to drive what we're doing here, right? I was like, so save the takes, people.
Save it to
the
where
takes.
you could get paid.
That's right. Save it for the spins because
Your platform,
that's right.
not Facebook.
No, it's not the place for it. So to get to my rant, I'm going to tell a little bit of a story. I may, and forgive me everybody, because I'm doing this off the cuff a little bit, and I also want to be careful because I don't want to upset people, because this involves a couple that paid me to do something for them, and there's like business potential here, so I want to be careful. But basically, I did an event last night where somebody I know recommended me for the job.
Yes.
So this girl, we'll call her Emily. Emily, I've known since childhood. We are not close friends, but we've known each other a long time. And she knows that I do events. And so she recommended me to this couple who I don't know, and said, hey, he does events and he's pretty good at what he does. So I sent Emily a message on Facebook. I'm like, thanks so much for recommending me. It's actually not the first time she's done it. She's actually referred me for multiple jobs.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So I was like, thanks. And Emily was also going to be at this event. So I knew I'd see her and I could thank her in person. So I'm setting up for the event and she walks over and I'm like, hey, thanks again for everything. And she's like, oh, no problem. And I was like, have you ever seen me do this before? And she goes, no, but you post about it. And, everybody who like comments says that you do such a great job. And I was like, and I've known you forever. And I know the couple, they said they needed somebody. So I let them know. I was like, hey, I know this guy, he does this. And then she goes, but and I also told him that you were gay, but that you weren't like flaunting it. And like, you weren't that gay. So you're cool. And it's that thing where you get hit by a truck in front of somebody.
Yeah.
Like, I like to think I'm not emotionally stunted, but there's something about somebody doing that in front of you. I felt terrible. Like I saw it coming out of her mouth. She's like, but you're not that gay. Like you're a cool gay. You don't flaunt it. You don't put it in everybody's faces. And I just
it's like that. Like you're like, I usually don't like black people, but not like you're
But
cool.
you're
You're
like
cool
not
black.
you're not
You're
black
good black.
black, right? Um, and so I'm crumbling like inside. But I also like I haven't started this event yet. I've got another 6 hours, and I
Shit, she did this at the
she
before the
did this as I
event
was setting up.
happened.
Yeah, she did this as I was setting
Oh.
up. So, and then I got to stare at her all night and just think about all the things I wanted to say in the moment, but that I didn't because A, I'm not that person. I'm not the
Mhm.
kind of person who's going to generally confront and get loud, especially in public and around people I don't know.
Yeah.
Um, it's also this weird thing where it's like, I don't know if she told this couple because she thought they might have a problem. So she was like softening them up to like how much of this
Yeah.
is her homophobia, how much of this is their homophobia and femophobia. And we'll get into
Or
that in
like
a second.
the perception of it, like
Right. And
very layered.
yeah, yeah, there was so much going on in like the 5 seconds she said this, and I'm like trying to process this. And then she's like, but yeah, so like I'll see you around. I was like, yeah, thanks. And so she walks away and I'm just sitting there with it. And then I get in my head, so, and I'm again, this is a rant episode. I'm just gonna keep going. But so this coupled with what happened a couple weeks ago, where I went to a drag bingo.
Hmm. Oh,
And now listen, this drag shows, drag queens, it's comedy. They're going for, they're just
yeah.
making jokes. I can take a joke. I really, really can, I promise. But it is tied to something that I am aware of.
Yeah. I mean,
So
it's clearly a button for you.
it's a button, and it ties into bi and biness in general. And again,
Yeah.
I'll get to my point. But a couple weeks ago, I went to drag bingo, and I won't call it the drag queen. I don't want her to get any hate because she's a sweetie. But I'm in a crowd at a bar, drag bingo, by myself, and the drag queen setting up bingo, and she's like looking around at the crowd, and she goes, "Oh, I see we've got some of the straights here tonight." And then she points at a guy next to me, and then looks at me and points at me, and then keeps going to like three people that she's identifying as straight at drag
Yeah.
bingo. And I laughed. It was funny, but there's also that part of me that's like, I I'm not I'm not gay enough, right? And I say this as I know that this is not what it is, but there's that part where it's like you can't find your tribe because
Yeah.
I'm not gay enough to be with the feminine boys and that kind of side of pop culture's visibility on gay culture.
Yeah.
I'm not straight enough to be over here, and you get so I get the you're a good gay because you're not a loud gay, and I get the you're straight.
Yeah.
It's like, well, and again, I to be a cis white male in America, I get it. I've won the lottery, but there are those things. It's just like this doesn't feel great. Doesn't feel great to
Yeah.
not be able to be a part of a community and not be ostracized in some little way. And then to be at an anyway,
No, no,
it's been
no.
bugging me. It's been
I
bugging
get
me.
it.
And again, like I can take a joke. The drag thing was funny. I think this plus that and such recent, it's
Yeah.
like, am I not queer enough for?
Yeah,
Can I?
don't
Like,
do that.
I know that's
this.
not true. I know that's not a concept that even works. But it's like, I,
Listen,
and then
don't do that to yourself.
well, no, like
Put
that's
that back on that. That's their energy
yeah.
to deal with, to be a part of. That's not yours.
Well, that's the internal aspect that I'm dealing with, right?
Yeah.
Like the inner monologue. And then I'm sitting here, I'm getting paid money from a recommendation from a person, and maybe by people that if I wasn't a good gay,
Yeah.
right, I wouldn't get a job. And thank God you're not one of them. And it's like
Yeah.
I'm as queer as they are. So
Exactly.
let's get that straight.
You suck as much dick as anybody else does.
That's right.
You
That's
eat
right.
vagina just as much as anybody else does. Like it is, you
Yeah.
know.
And you know what? She called me. She called me gay, and I was like, first off, it's the bi erasure for me, right? It's like,
Yeah.
bitch, let's get our terms right. And then secondly, like, what did you expect? Like,
Where
did
did
you
this,
expect?
like, first
Did
of
you?
all, like, did you, like, I, it clear, now that I think about it,
Mhm.
it clearly was on her to say it. It
Right,
was in her psyche to say it because it wouldn't even come up had she not been, oh, had she been okay and not homophobic
right,
or biphobic or LGBTQIA phobic of any kind,
right,
like she wouldn't have needed to even say it because it wouldn't be a thing. Like you're a DJ, you do a good job.
right.
Period.
Also, thank you. Yeah, no, like it clearly wasn't. It's not in my contract. It's like I DJ and I'm also yay.
Yeah.
And her having this conversation with her friends is like, yeah, no, I know this guy that does this. Like, do you? Or if you guys, here's his number. That's where it could have
That's where it
ended.
should have went.
That's all it should have happened. But instead, it was also.
I just want to let you know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
first of all, you labeled me. Like
that's right. Yeah, you miss. Yeah, yeah. You you mislabeled me, and also like I wasn't. I was hired to do a job. I wasn't gonna show up in assless chaps and like bend over a table and ask for turns. Like
unless it was for pride.
unless
Like,
it was pride or unless it was expected.
yeah.
I'm bi, not a feral cat. Like so. Anyway, I it got out of me on for multiple reasons, and some of it is again my own internal homophobia that I still deal with, and like
Yeah.
wanting to be this, but I am also mostly mask presenting, and uh,
So I will
anyway.
ask this, like, do you ever feel like you present in to keep that sort of mask look? Like, do you ever feel like you not play into, because play into means that like you don't do it because you can't, but like I'm I'm trying to ask the question the way
It's
that
okay. What? How would you just?
how do I feel it? Like it do you feel like sometimes you don't put on something because you may feel like it will make people feel um a different way that maybe you actually do want to show? Like, so would you
Um,
like not wear uh 5-inch seam shorts when you want to because you don't want to go to the gym and they be like, oh god, that gay?
Okay, well, you brought up this specific example. I have converted. I'm not wearing
Because they're
anything along.
comfortable.
I'm not wearing
They're
anything longer than 5 inches anywhere.
they're
Anywhere. It's
comfortable.
amazing.
I
So
do 7 inches because I'm motherfucking tall as
you're
shit.
tall. You're tall. You can get away with that. My thighs are free, and I'm
Yeah.
not going back. But I don't.
But anything like that, like do you sometimes like just want to wear, pasties, but like you put on a button up?
No. I think I've left to my own devices. I'm very like in terms of presenting.
Yeah.
I that's not where I tend to lean.
Okay, well then that's
But there is, and I don't want to say code switching is not the term because I don't normally think of white people as code switching, but it's it's that thing like if I go to Saltville to see family, my
yeah.
draw comes out, y'all. It comes out really
That
hard.
part, no, that's not a
When
code switcher.
when we do this podcast, I would be lying if part of my personality is not dialed up for the
Yeah.
podcast because there's an entertainment value. It's me and you chit chatting and like presenting. So it
Do
depends
you
on the
consider?
situation.
Oh,
Oh,
I wouldn't consider it dialed up. I just consider like it being like you feed off of the energy. I'm just
I feed off the energy, but I
yeah.
don't talk to you like I talk to my partner or like I talk to like other friends like me. Like I do adapt to the person I'm with to match
Yeah.
energy and like what I think. So
We all
um,
do.
we all do, and so no, like I if I'm in front of strangers and I don't know them, I'm not talking about certain topics. I don't know who you
Um,
are, and I
okay.
don't want to get shot.
Yeah.
So guess what? I'm not just gonna be like, "Hey, I had this guy inside me last night, stranger. How you doing?" Like, there are bridges I won't cross, especially in front of people I don't know, and especially at professional events where I just don't know what we need to do. Like,
Yeah.
there are multiple things happening here that have me present the way I present, depending on the situation. Um, but
Do you ever feel like do you beat yourself up about that in any way? Is that, but like, because I
not
don't think you should, but like,
No, not really. I think it's just like these two things happen really close to each
yeah,
other, right? And again, I'm not really harping on the drag thing, but again, it's just like it's somewhat tied to it in terms of who you are and how you present and what's acceptable,
yeah,
or and so um, the other thought I had, Tim, was that I don't know what's worse. I don't know if I do know what's worse. I'm being a little hyperbolic, but um, would I rather have somebody like scream angrily faggot at me in the streets, or um, come up and get aggressive because they
yeah,
recognize my queerness? Or would I prefer the microaggression kind of, or the like, or not understanding that what you're saying isn't a compliment? She
yeah,
said this with her full chest, as like, I recommended you because you're a good gay.
yeah,
Like, and thank God you are. She saw no wrong in what she was communicating. She meant it in a really nice way.
yeah.
And I don't know, like, it's like,
It's one of those things because
what's worse?
as somebody who I project, I am who I am, and you
Right.
either love me based on that or you hate. It's very polarizing.
Yeah.
Um, I I personally don't want to assimilate or like it's not like, but I also have lived a life on the other side of things where it's like I just wanted to blend in and couldn't.
Right.
So like I just like being on this side because it's right here. Like
Yeah.
I don't have to hide it because I can't.
Yeah.
Like um but I do understand that that can be, I mean, even to be honest, like sometimes I feel bad um when I say certain things. I do say that, like I say you're gay, but I really mean I
Oh,
really recognize your bisexuality.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And that is something that I have been trying to work on, because just because I know in my head doesn't mean that the words that are coming out of my mouth that are actually like you can hear aren't
Yeah.
having that impact. It's
Well, I'll say this too, and again, what I'm going to speak to is my own personal feelings on the situation,
Mhm.
and it should not be taken as a blanket understanding of everybody's journey. To
Absolutely.
people listening, um, I am also guilty of just saying gay. I also just
Yeah.
identified as gay because I felt it was easier for a very long time, even though I knew who I was. Because there's like the LGBT, the alphabet mafia of it is like there's like the big guy in the room, which is gay. And you
Gay.
say that there are so many understandings of what that is and what we assume it is and
Yeah.
how we think of the culture, that even I like tend to lean into saying gay, or just to represent queerness, to represent
Yeah.
everybody. I say gay.
I say gay in the way that I mean queer.
Right. I've really started inserting queer more into my vocabulary to try to talk about not just the sexuality of it, but really all of
Yeah.
it. But again, everybody, we're all in the middle of this huge update and evolution in our vocabulary and understanding in general.
Mhm.
It's in those spaces where I tend to show more grace, but again, cis white male. I tend to be like, it's okay, it's fine, you're trying. And there are other people who are tired of waiting for people to try and learn. So
Yeah.
I
I mean,
understand.
but
I
there's
understand
also a
that.
big difference in like trying and like clearly not.
And clearly not putting in the effort. Yeah,
Yeah, and
exactly.
it sometimes can sound the same. Like it can sound the same coming out of your mouth, but it's what is in, like, what is your intention?
Yeah.
And her intention was that, I'm so glad that you're a good gay, so I can recommend you to my people. But then she's also the same one that will go to her friends with, well, I have a gay friend, Bear. Like,
Right.
no.
Right.
First of all, you don't have a gay friend, Bear. You have a bisexual friend, Bear.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet Emily. And and also, like, he's just a good damn, like, person that you can recommend for the job.
Yeah.
Not, I mean, if he was straight and he was a terrible DJ, then you wouldn't recommend him,
And
even if he was a straight man. Or maybe you would. Maybe you would be like, oh, well, I have this, like, gay DJ and he's really good, but I also have a straight friend DJ.
Right.
He sucks. It depends on which one you want.
We also really didn't even dive into this, and it's probably time for a break, but what she was really saying is you're not feminine.
Yeah.
That's what's at stake here, is that we could probably get through the night without me talking about who I'm having sex with, because that's not generally how I lead conversations with strangers personally. But what she was saying is that you could, you come straight out the mouth. What she was saying is that your sexuality isn't on display because I assume femininity equals gayness, right? And like, so we're also dealing with how we're connecting dots between sexual orientation and gender identification, gender expression. And definitely, like, if I didn't have a soapbox and time to do it last night about who I am, I definitely didn't have time to be like, there are layers of just stupidity here that we don't have
Femophobia.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is like beyond race and everything. Like, everybody has this issue with, like, femininity, which is really hurting you ladies. Like, which, like, that's a whole nother level of, like, when you free one, you free a lot more than just that one. But, like,
what is it? None of us are free until the most marginalized is free. It just really rang true that, if you don't really care about who I'm sleeping with, you care about how I present myself, and you think really poorly of a certain type of person.
Actually, yourself.
Yeah, I was stung a little bit by it, but what I was, I don't know. I think part of me was also kind of hurt that I think I was a little hurt and ashamed, if I'm being honest, that I sat there and I took this money and this recommendation, and I didn't say anything back to her in the moment, and I kind of felt like I betrayed some of the people I love. When I took that venom and I didn't do anything with it.
Well, I will say
that's a little bit from what I'm.
There's a difference between surviving and just getting through things, and being because that's honestly, it's not the place to start an argument at somebody's wedding. Like, that's not what you want to do. And also, it's going to taint your brand for things that you actually want to do.
Yeah.
So that it's not the same as, like, just being quiet because you want to, I don't know, be around these people. Like, what I'm saying? Like, unbeknownst to you at the time, like, that had been said, and that's how you got the job. Alphabet Mafia people have been working in mainstream culture since mainstream culture.
Yeah.
And those are the microaggressions that come with it,
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes you have to, sometimes you just have to use the slight privileges that you get in order to be able to also do DJ things with LGBT kids, you know?
Yeah.
You you do what you can to get what you actually want in life later on,
Yeah.
you know? But fuck Emily.
We'll be right back.
Bye.
Bye.
Mom.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, I'm very Delta. And do you want to see me go off?
Yes.
I think you want to see me go off. No, I want to talk about fatness.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's go with me here. It's gonna be layers.
Go on the journey. Let's go.
I am at a weight that I don't like. For me, right now, it is hard to function in life in the way that I would like to function. And I want to first kind of talk to myself and say that though I love you very much, there is there's a spot that you're at that I need you to get out of, and I want you to find some self discipline and get if that means you need to get some help, then get some help. It's time out for the excuses, and I need you to take a step for me. So that is what I will say about myself. Y'all motherfuckers out here that want to stare or whatever. Yes, I have titties, girl. It is what it is. No, I don't have moobs and all of this bullshit that people love to say just so that they don't have to like say feminine things, because apparently body parts are either feminine or masculine. Not exactly real. But yes, I have titties. Yes, I have a fucking beard. You don't need to know what my genitals say. So stop staring, stop asking, stop looking, whatever, and just go about your day as if I didn't exist, like you should.
Unless you're trying to sleep with Tim and have a fat wallet,
Yeah.
there's no need for you to ask questions.
Yeah. Unless you're going to pay me for the experience that you're about to give me, just stay at home. Like stay, and by home I mean inside yourself, inside your business, and get out of mine.
Yeah.
I also want to talk to these companies who have billions and billions of dollars. Y'all can make clothes for me. Y'all really can.
Really could.
It's extra fabric. It's a little bit of tailoring, girl. Like it's really not that hard. It's a little bit of extra money that you can give. Stop lining your own pockets and start lining some clothes for me.
Start lining my thighs, bitch.
Listen, Target.
Ooh.
Put the damn clothes in the actual store. We want to buy them. I want to buy Goodfellas or whatever it is, Goodfellow.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to go online and see if it stretches the right way. Put the shit in the damn store. If you don't sell it, take it back.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. I also want to speak to other bigger people who are like not as big. Actually, I won't even call them big. Normal sized people who feel like they're fat. When you
Do
say, "Oh my
do
God,"
am I in this conference? Is this part of me? It's okay.
I mean, if it hits you, if a hit dog, holler,
It's you.
holler, holler, holler. But like, listen, when you say I'm fat, I'm so fat. What are you saying about me?
Mm,
What are your like? Don't be. I'm not saying that you can't have like an experience where you're bigger than you want to feel. That's different. That like you're doing what you need to do for yourself. And if you saying like I don't like how I feel in my body right now, that's completely different. But when you're going out and be like, "Oh, I'm so fat," or y'all mean girls who love to say, "Oh, she's just a fat bitch," but your best friend behind you is much much bigger than her. What are you actually saying about your friend?
yeah.
It bothers me to no end that there are a lot of issues. um I mean, outside of me being the experience that I am, like there are a lot of different things that go along with being me. And right now, added to that is the um, feeling uncomfortable. And
Yeah.
with that, like I have microaggressions that are going to feel a little different. I'm used to being like when I walk somewhere, like bumping into somebody and saying, "Excuse me," all this other stuff. That's fine. Or, when I'm about to sit next to somebody, like they'd be like, "Oh God, here comes the fat guy." I understand that. I also understand sitting and like seeing people being like, "Thank God that wasn't me." Like I understand those, but right now I'm just more sensitive about it. So my rant is more along the line of don't make people who clearly know their dynamic. Don't make them feel uncomfortable if you don't have to.
Yeah.
Like because at the end of the day, we all have things that we don't like about ourselves or that we would like to change. And it's not going to be helpful if you are a part of the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was quick,
I'm
fast,
sorry.
in a
I,
hurry.
I also don't want to interrupt you during your rant and like sidetrack you. You were on a roll there.
No, I just, um, to sum it up, fuck me, fuck y'all, fuck businesses. Like, it is what it is. And I can clear the fuck out of myself. I can, but I can't make other people feel any other way.
Yeah.
So, it just sucks. I'm on a journey to work on it. So, but in the midst, I also never want to be skinny. So, um, those microaggressions are still going to be there whether I really care for them or not,
Yeah.
from other people. And I just want to say a hefty fuck you. And I hope that you can't breathe when I'm around. So,
Oh, choke.
yeah. But yeah. And if it hurts you, then go to your therapist about it. So,
Have you thought about like what your next steps might be in your journey and what you're trying to do, like the self talk?
yeah, absolutely. That was step one.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Sure.
uh, I just wanted to hold myself accountable before I start going in on other people because I feel like
Sure.
it's I'm sensitive to it because I have to own my part in some things. Um, and me doing what I plan on doing or what I am doing in my current plans will lessen that like sensitivity, but it doesn't mean it's not there, and that's the issue. Like the issue with other people is that you shouldn't be doing that to other people, regardless of whether it's me or not. Because a lot of people I'm a very nice person and I give off very friendly. So people don't see me as, oh, you're not, they say, oh, you're not that big and stuff like that. But you hate on other people that are much smaller than me.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make me feel good for you to hate on them. And then you'd be like, but you're not big. I
Yeah.
don't mean you. I was like, you're not that fat person. I was like, don't hate on any of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, so companies, we have money to spend too. So start making some clothes that are cute, not that match our living room suits. Yeah. So that was very.
Sorry.
Why? What's wrong?
Oh no! I don't want to. I think as somebody who's talked about being bigger, I don't want to.
You are talking
I
about.
don't know.
You're talking about your experience. Are you out there talking about? Oh my God! I hope this big person doesn't sit beside me.
Oh God, no.
Yeah. Are you? If I ever cussed you out, would you be like, "You're just a fat bitch"?
No.
No, because that's not your thought. That's not your process. So it's not about you.
Okay. I mean, it is always about me. I mean,
it's rarely about you, but you like to think so. As the cis white male.
I'm just a cis white man that wants to go to Bali Fitness. But yeah,
you bisexual.
I just want to have both feet in both worlds. What's wrong with that? I just want to do everything.
You Bali bitch.
Yeah, bye bitch. Oh no, that's a t-shirt. Bye Bali bitch. Oh my God. We'll be right back. This bitch right here. We were on break.
It's the lighting, it's the banter, it's the ingenuity, it's the intelligence, it's the Gemini of it.
I was apologizing to Tim for not having the best banter on our last segment. And Tim said to me,
it's fine, you're just in awe of me most of the time.
This bitch. My best friend, everybody. Look at it. I hope you're watching the video right now because this bitch. It's a good looking shirt. Oh my God. Tim.
Oh, in 3.
No. Oh no, we're way past that. Tim, do you want to shout out anybody this week?
I want to shout out Sean P. Diddy Love Combs.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because like there's probably some 20, 30, 40-year-old anniversary of something that he's done, but I have recently been seeing a lot of media that has been talking about his alleged sexual orientation, and I just want to say, if you're out there and you just happen to be what some of the rumors are saying, I'm willing to be very quiet about it because I've always found you attractive, so it is what it is.
I've never heard these rumors on him. Are these relatively new rumors?
No, it's like I want to say at least for a decade,
Oh, okay.
maybe even more than that.
I mean, I haven't thought about him in 2 decades, so maybe that's part of it.
Yeah, I mean, he changes his name quite often.
Maybe because he's on the DL, which is also fine.
All I know is the girls love to change a name. I'm tying the club.
Are you attracted to Diddy?
I'm very attracted to Diddy, but I also have never seen him up close and personal.
I was about to say.
So,
I also have never seen a picture of him. Like
I've seen pictures. I just have never seen like height, like the energy exchange, like what it's giving. I don't know what like.
A slight homework assignment for you. If you want to look at some like 90s videos of him standing next to other stars. So
he also looks very but he also looks very different nowadays. And I've been hearing a lot about like length, bone lengthening. So he might have done some of that. You never know.
Also, just his like, you know what?
No, I mean,
love who you love.
Gays love the villain, so it is what it is. I understand. We love a scar, so
we do. Gay ass lion.
But as I said, I want to give a shout out to Mr. Love.
Nice.
You know, very cute. So, what about you? Who you shouting out?
I want to shout out a lady named Rita that I met last night. Miss Rita, she was the sister of the groom.
Mm-hmm.
And just the fit. This yellow dress, this canary yellow on her.
Yes. Wait a minute. Was she of your persuasion or my persuasion?
What?
Was she black or white?
A Pacific Islander.
I was about to say, I was like, white people with the yellow. Okay.
No. Just gorgeous. And she gave the speech. So, normally there's a speech. The toast during the reception to her brother. She nailed it. Perfect blend of funny and serious. She had great music choices and she just looked great. I got a photo with her on my Instagram. I'm like, Rita, you just killed it tonight.
It's giving Sasha Colby, and I'm living for it. Like,
no comment. Beautiful. No comment. So shout out to you, Rita. Shout out to my other Rita, by the way. I don't feel like I talk about her enough. Hey, Rita.
Do I know that one?
Oh yeah, you know. Yeah, okay. You know and love Rita. Yep.
Yes. Hey, Rita.
Yep. Yeah, I'm excited. Our friends from college are moving to the area next weekend.
Are they?
So, yeah, and so like that little 4-quadrant group is going to be in the same space for the first time in like a very long time.
I saw some rumblings of like situations, and I was like, I wonder if they're not moving anywhere like outside of this area. Your area. I was like, yeah. I was like, good for y'all. But good for y'all. Excited for the movement.
So much fun.
Yes.
Tim, what's making you live this week?
The sun is out today, so that's making me live. I also
that is technically sustaining your life and making you live. Yes.
Yes, because everything starts from the sun, ladies and gentlemen. It all starts. Photogenisis is a thing. If y'all were actually to eat plants,
we believe in science on this podcast.
Yes, I believe in a little bit of all of it. Because we won't even go into that. Maybe on a religion episode, but it all starts from the sun.
That's right.
The Big Bang in my ass. But so I'm living for that.
Nice.
What say you?
I was awakened on Wednesday morning last week with an email from obsessed.com. And Tim, do you know what obsessed.com told me?
What did obsessed.com tell you?
They told me that Trixie and Katya were coming to Richmond to record their podcast live.
What?
This bitch got a pre-sale code. I took my low AARP. Oh my god, my low ARP card, and bitch,
You
them
said
tickets. I did. ARP, baby. We're hitting 40 this year. We're gonna make it happen. Yeah, I got tickets like second row pit to go see Trixie and Katya. And not to make a completely separate podcast, but me and Tim went to go see them live last year.
Yes.
We
went to go see them in the Geesh.
Yes.
The podcast is in like, they might be like not those gays. But
wait, say that again. What'd you say?
They might be considered not
yeah,
those gays.
Yeah.
Out of drag.
That's a good question. They usually do their live show podcasts in drag. I don't know.
Do they?
Yeah, they're live shows. They're like the ones they do at home. They're usually not.
Okay.
I think they do the whole gig when they're going out on tour.
Okay.
But yeah, me and Tim got to see them live last year, and the way fans connect to them via the podcast versus the way they tried to connect with their fans on that last tour didn't quite work for me. And I'm excited to see them in the situation in which I've grown to love them.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't think any less of them. They're both just amazing people. I just was looking for a different live experience. Like, we were literally talking about this like last week during your visit, and then this happened. I was like, serendipity, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
It's second chances.
That's right. Make me giggle, baby.
Yes. I'm excited for you. You seem obsessed. .com.
Yeah. Tim, where can people find us?
Well, you can find us anywhere you can find information about how to build an actual submarine. And it doesn't involve a controller from Xbox or any of that nature. This is including places like Google. You can also find us at cubandchub.com, where we will not be syncing to our, death. And we definitely won't be paying $500,000 for it. So yes, you can find us at cubandchub.com. You can find us on the TikToks, on the Twitters, on all the blessed places where it is free and lovely. If you want to email us, you can email us at wearecubandchub@gmail.com. And maybe you should discuss with us why it is okay for people to spend multi thousands of dollars to basically kill themselves. So yeah, that's where you can find us.
For those keeping track, me and Tim are very trendy people. This podcast was recorded on the 25th of June. You will not be getting this for 2 weeks, but that's why the joke is a little late. But we are trendy people. We know what's going on.
Girl, at the end of the day, why the hell did you spend $250,000 to die just so you could go see if Jack is down there? Rose left him and you should have too. Anyway. Watch the damn movie.
Right.
God.
Yes. This watching people react to this news is fascinating to me. There are so many angles on it, and and as somebody who just doesn't have a strong opinion on it either way, I'm like,
I just know that $250,000 would have changed my life drastically, and it would have changed my life, not my death.
I'm sure the first million they earned when they did change their life, and they are.
I'll tell you this: I'm not going to go see some stupid ship with my millions. You know what I'll be doing?
Okay, that's where I was going. What are you doing?
I'll be on land. breathing the free air
That's
that
right.
has been given to me. I won't be, just maybe I'll give to the poor every day. Maybe maybe I'll just do something with your money that like isn't completely dumb. Like just do something. Like maybe I would go and I don't know, watch maybe I'll rent out the theater and watch the Titanic if I ever wanted to see that. Like that's what I would do.
Yeah.
I never want to see the Titanic because I get the point. White people die. Um, I just
I didn't realize you had a second rant in you today. This is great. This is good stuff.
no, it's just foolish to me
Clearly.
that multiple people. It wasn't just one idiot. It was multiple idiots
Mhm.
that said this game controller can control all things. Like you could have paid actual scientists to create this stupid experience for you. It's just wild to me
Yeah.
that like they said, you know what? Elon wants to go to space or went to space. I'm going to the sea. I'm gonna go look at things that have nothing to do with me, but just like everything else, I have to make it about me. That's fine.
Also that.
But just like their impending death, this is gonna go quickly. I'm done.
Well, that's our show, everybody. Have a good week. We'll see you next week.
What are you gonna do with the millions of dollars that we're gonna get one day?
I don't know. Maybe buy a house and some land and stay there.
Well, at your house and your land, I hope you have a big old gay flag that says "Bi people live here."
Bi people exist. We are real.
That'll be cute.
Thank you. I'm gonna try.
All right, everybody. We're done. I just wanted that moment to see how things shook out.
Yeah.
But yeah, stay afloat, and also stop calling people fat. Bye.
Bye, guys.